dedicated doubt-solving live classes are a part of every course. We also have the Ask a Doubt feature for quick resolution of doubts even after your live classes. Just click on Ask a Doubt, type your question or click a picture of your doubt, highlight one specific question, choose the subject that the question falls under, and share it with your educator. Let's crack it.
Unacademy. Let's crack it.
There are no silly questions, and we thrive on answering all your doubts. While dedicated doubt-solving live classes are a part of every course, we also have the Ask a Doubt feature for quick resolution of doubts even after your live classes. Just click on Ask a Doubt, type your question or click a picture of your doubt, highlight one specific question, choose the subject that the question falls under, and share it with your educator. Let's crack it.
Hi everybody, can you hear me? Can you see me? Hello. How are you doing everybody? Hi Kushi. Hello. Who else do we have? Hi everybody. Hello. No, today is not a Menti. We are just I am so sorry. Okay. Should probably wear a mask, but we are on camera. Okay. So welcome to class, everybody. I am Bhavana Bisht, and I am your science educator for today. Yes, that is me. This is me live. That's my photo down there, you see. And let's begin with the session. Okay. So today we are going to be talking about sexual reproduction in plants. Yes. And also, the importance of the reproductive health. Okay, so let's get going, shall we? Shall we get going? And if you have any doubts in any of the parts that I'll be teaching today, you can ask me in the comment section anytime. Okay? Yes. So let's begin. And are you a person who is always like this? Yes. So this slide is just to ensure that please, although I understand that most of your education and everything is happening online, but we should not forget that we should be away from the screen as well, because it's not very good for our health. Yes. So make sure you have time with your friends and family and you are playing out a little bit with all the precautions though. Okay? So let's get going. The very first part we are going to be doing is the LS of a flower. Yes, because this is something which can be easily asked, and it is such easy thing, right? Because you just have to cut the flower and show it. What's so difficult in it? It might be. So always use sharp pencils, please. Okay, so we have a flower over here, which is a mature flower, and it is a bisexual flower. Now, how do I know that this flower is a bisexual flower? Well, is it written? Is it having a sign or something? No. Then how do I know that? I know this because it has anther. Yes. Hi Archana Yadav. Hello. It has anther, and it also has a stigma, style, and ovary. Yes. So anther plus filament makes up my male reproductive structure of the plant, right? Whereas stigma, style, and ovary makes up my female reproductive structure of the plant, right? Yes. So the male structure is also called by another famous name, and that name is, remember? Do we remember? Or we might not, because this is called as stamen. Yes. And the female part is also called as carpel. or it is also called as pistil or gynoecium. So stamen is also called as androecium. Understood? Yes. Hi, I'm Reshia Devanshi. Hello, I am doing absolutely fine. How are you doing? It is looking so green, but in actuality, it is looking like grey to me. Yes, Amish, because I'm not doing so well, but thank you so much. Okay, so I think yellow is looking the most visible. Let's stick with yellow. Hello, 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 hello. Okay, now the female reproductive part, that is my carpel, my pistil, or my gynoecium, as and whatever you would like to call it. Yes. Oh wow, that is too much emojis, Amrish. Too many. Okay. So this is a stigma. Okay, what is a stigma? Stigma, you can say, is a platform. Well, yeah, stigma is my platform. Now what happens on that platform? Basically, a pollen grain can come and land on it. Yes, yes. And so when the pollen grain comes and lands on it, so the male gametes can travel and directly go into the ovary and fertilize, right? And that is leading to fusion of male and female gametes, which will give rise to a fruit, right? Now over here, the most important part when I talk about fruit is what? That which part is going to become your fleshy structure and which part is actually going to become the seed. How am I ever going to know about it? So always remember, your ovary has this ovary and the ovule, that is the seeds, right? So ovule, that is where your female gamete is actually present. So this becomes my seed in the future and ovary becomes my fruit. Okay, the most important aspect of, oh, we are at the wrong slide, did not notice it earlier, I'm so sorry. So ovule becomes your seed and the ovary becomes the fleshy region of the fruit. Understood? Now this is the male reproductive structure of the plant, which is also called as the stamen, androecium, whatever you like it to be. Yes, so it has an anther. So what is an anther? Anther is something which produces something called as pollen grains. Okay, so when it is mature enough, the pollen grains, the anther burst open and the pollen grains are suspended into the air with the help of wind or water or probably insects. They travel to the stigma so they can what? Fertilize. The male gametes can go and fuse with the female gametes. Understood? And a filament is something that keeps it connected to the flower so it can do its function. Understood? So a flower which has the presence of both male and female part is called as a bisexual flower. Have you all seen hibiscus flower? Yes. Can you see this tip where everything is so bushy, this yellowy thing? Yes. And these yellowy structures are actually the pollen grains. So basically, that is my male anther. Yes. And can you see this velvety top on the, yes, these are this velvety top that you see is actually the stigma. So basically you have the male and the female in the same flower. So when we have androecium, gynoecium, stamen, pistil, carpel in the same flower, it is called as bisexual flower. Clear? Yes, but do we have only bisexual flowers in nature? No. We also have the presence of unisexual flowers, and these one is on your screen. These flowers that you see kept over here are of papaya. Yes, can you see this? Yes, where do we see structures like this? This is basically your ovary, right? And these are this is your stigma. So this is a female flower, right? Now over here, can you see this yellow structure which is almost like this? Now this is your anther. Yes, this is where your pollen grains are produced. So this is a male flower. right? So in nature we have both types of flower. We have a bisexual flower, and we also have a unisexual flower, wherein we have the males and the females separated. Clear? Now, so how does the male, that is the pollen grain, travel from one flower to another, and what is it called as? So when one pollen grain or many pollen grains go from one place to another, or just from the stamen in onto the stigma, it is called as pollination. Okay, now there are two types of pollination that occur. One is self-pollination, and the other is cross pollination. Okay, so what is self and cross pollination? So whenever the transfer happens in the same flower, it is called as self pollination, but it happens in the plants of another flower, so that is called as cross pollination. Clear? So does it happen on its own? No, there are factors which play a very important role for the pollination to take place. Yes, and all the factors which play a very important role for the pollination to take place are called as pollinators, okay, or pollinating agents. So who are they and what are they? So can you see a honeybee over here? Yes. So most of the times we see that many insects and many bees are just bumbling, just hovering around the flower, right? Why is that so? Because we all know that there's presence of nectar. Well, yeah, but what else? So when they are taking the nectar, their bodies touch the pollen grains also, right? And the pollen grains stick to their body. So when they go from one flower to the another, they are actually transferring the pollen grains from, as they are stuck on their body, from one flower to another. Yes, and it might land on the stigma, and that would lead to pollination. Clear? So it not only helps with the insects and bees and birds also, but also it happens with the help of wind and water. So these are called as pollinators. Clear? Understood? Yes. Moving on. Okay, cool. So what exactly happens when male gamete? Oh, where does male gamete come from now? It was a pollen grain now. Okay, I'll tell you. So if you ever open up a flower, okay, you go to the center of it. So what is going to happen? What is going to happen? So I'll tell you what happens. So basically, when the pollen grain lands on the stigma, yes, so basically it has the nectar. Yes, pollen grains absorb the nectar. Okay, they become bigger in size, and once they do so, they lead to the formation of something called as pollen tube. That leads to the formation of something called as pollen tube. In the sense, there is an extension. There is an extension which happened in a tube-like structure, and as this extension has happened from the pollen, it is called as pollen tube. And in this pollen tube, we have the two male gametes which are actively traveling, yes, and going towards the female gametes. Okay, but you are like, ma'am, do they know the address already, or who tells them the address? So well, the address is not known to them. So how do they go? So basically, the female gametes are secreting a chemical. Okay, as soon as they know, oh, somebody has landed, so they send out chemical signals, and those chemical signals help the pollen tube to navigate. Yes, so in the pollen tube only navigates wherever it has to go, and along with it, it takes the male gametes also. Yes, and the male gametes then enter into the egg cell, and they fertilize with the female part over there. Yes, and that leads to fertilization. Yes, so when the male and the female fuse together, it gives rise to an embryo, and it develops into a fruit where the ovules become the seed and the ovary becomes the fleshy part, that is the fruit. Clear? That is how fertilization happens in plants. Do we all understand this? If you have any doubts on this, please let me know. Okay, now, so what exactly is the life cycle of a plant? So what do? We study, we sleep, we get up, we eat, we study, we sleep, we get up, we eat, we sleep, we study and sleep. This is our daily routine, right? We also have a similar life cycle, right? Similarly, the plants also have one. So the seeds, they germinate into young plants. These young plants become into mature plants, and mature, when they do become mature, they start to bear flowers. And when they bear flowers, if I have a flower, it is going to pollinate. Yes. It is going to fertilize. Yes. And it is going to give you fruit. Yes. So all of these yeses make a fruit, and this fruit again gives out seed. These seeds are again germinating, mature plant, flower, fruit, seed, and this cycle goes on and on and on. And this becomes the life cycle of a plant. Understood? Yes. So the definition of germination is asked sometimes. So the seed contains a future plant or embryo which develops into a seedling under appropriate conditions, right? And this process is called as germination. Clear? Yeah. Do we have any doubts in plant reproduction? Anybody? Any doubt? Hi, Shilu Pandey. Hello. Okay. Now let's move on to the last part of the chapter. How do organisms reproduce? Okay. And the last part of this chapter is family plan. Okay. It is about everything related to how everybody can be a small and a happy family. Yes. And it very first starts by and from us. And what is that? We all know. Yes, you have hit puberty. Very good. You are adolescent. Absolutely correct. But are you ready for all the things that come with it? No. Why? Because sexual maturation is gradual. It does not happen as soon as you hit puberty. It does not, right? It is a body growth which still goes on for a few years after, right? So a small sexual maturation, you hitting puberty, does not mean that your body or your mind is ready for any kind of sexual act, right? So you're not eligible enough, legible enough to have children or to bring up children in this world, right? So what if somebody is forcing me? What if I am not able to decide for my own self, right? Because there is family, there are friends outside, there is government which is putting a lot of pressure on me. Yeah, so should I come into any of these pressures? No. These pressures are just pressures. You need to navigate through them because making choices, I understand, is very, very difficult. Yes, but as I told you, sexual maturation does not come at an instance. It is a gradual process, right? So make your own choice. And yes, hi Dhananjay, that is Hemratan. Hello. Hi Shikha, no, we do not have Mehndi today. Tomorrow at 6:15 we will have class 9 class. Okay, hi Rajsi, hello. Understood? Yes. So although I understand making choices will be difficult, but that is where you play a very important role. Yes, because it is you who have to decide for yourself. It is your future, your life. Now, so what are if I not able to make the right choice, and what if I do some things which are not good for me? Yes. So what will happen? So let me tell you, whenever one is indulging into anything that is not that choice, yes, so there are many consequences which come with it, and that the very first one is diseases. If you are having multiple sexual partners, so you are going to have, and you are at a very high risk of getting STDs. And what are STDs? STDs are sexually transmitted diseases like gonorrhea and syphilis, and there are even viral infections like warts and HIV and AIDS, which HIV and AIDS do not even have a cure yet. Yes, it is always advised to have some physical barrier whenever you are indulging in any of these things. Yes, things like a condom. Now, whenever you're indulging into any of these things, always remember nothing is without risk, because that any sexual act has the potential to lead to a pregnancy. And you'll be like, but ma'am, I am so ready. No, you are not, because it is a gradual process, as I already told you. And you might feel you are old enough, but let me tell you, you are not. Okay, it takes many years to be. Why? Because it not only leads you into a bad scenario, but also it affects your physical and mental health, which is absolutely not pleasant. Yes, it adversely affects your body and your mental health. So, what are the other contraceptives which are available? Yes, the other one is a chemical or hormonal contraceptive. Yes, so this is basically mostly taken by women. Yes, so basically what it does, it plays with the hormonal balance of the body. Okay, and the hormonal balance now works in sync with these tablets. Okay, so they are oral contraceptives, they can be taken through the mouth, but are they safe? No, because they are changing the hormonal balance, the natural hormonal balance of the body, so they have a lot of side effects. Yes. Next, any other contraceptive methods? Oh yes, there are. The other one is a copper T method. Yes, so over here, a metal, as you can see, a copper T-shaped structure is put inside the uterus of a lady. Yes, so it'll be like, okay, perfect. Now there are no chances of having any unwanted child. Well, let me tell you, it also comes with side effects. Okay, as you can see, you have a literal metal thing inside the body. It might cause irritation. Absolutely, that is one of its side effects. Okay, so everything comes with a side effect. Absolutely, everything comes with a side effect. Yes. Now we move on to something very different. So we're like, okay, what we'll do, we will surgically do something about it. Yes, you can. What can you do? You can either go for tubectomy or you can go for vasectomy. Now, what is that? So, what are tubes? Tubes are nothing but fallopian tubes. Yes, and this is where the word tubectomy comes from. Yes, so what is vasectomy? Vasectomy is the cutting of vas deferens, right? So, vas deferens is the place where the sperms travel from. Yes, and therefore vas is taken from vas deferens and it becomes vasectomy. If you ever get confused between tubectomy and vasectomy, this is how you remember about it. Understood? So if the vasectomy that is done, that is the vas deferens is cut, so the sperms cannot travel any further, right? So fertilization will never happen. Similarly, if the tube is cut, the fallopian tubes are cut, similarly the egg will never be able to come out and the sperms will not be able to go and reach the egg to do fertilization, so no baby will be conceived. Understood? Again, these are surgical methods, right? We are literally cutting into someone's body and doing this procedure, so this also comes with its own set of roadblocks. Yes. So now, why do you need to know about all these contraception methods? Why do you need to know that your body takes time to get ready? Yes, because in India, we see there are many surgeries are taking place for a removal of unwanted pregnancies. But if there is prevention, why do we have to remove a pregnancy, right? And the other main reason for this is illegal sex-selective abortion in India. What do I mean by that? That people illegally try to check the gender of the baby. Yes, which is absolutely wrong, because a baby is a baby, whether it might be a boy or a girl. They both are going to give equal contribution to the society and to the household, right? But still, in many parts of India, mostly the rural parts of India, there are illegal sex-selective abortions done. So a woman is never been able to come out in the world, to live, right? And they are taken the right from them of living outside. Actually living. They are killed before even they are born, right? Therefore, knowing the sex of a child when they are in the mother's womb, it is absolutely illegal, okay? And if India is doing so, or if any one of us is doing so, what are we doing? We are not creating a healthy society. What is a healthy society? Not where everybody lives happily, well, absolutely, but also where there is a very amazing female to male sex ratio. Yes, otherwise the crimes will increase. So because of the reckless female feticides, child sex ratio is declining at an alarming rate in some sections of our society, and therefore prenatal sex determination has been prohibited by law. Okay. Yadav official, well, you have answered your question yourself. A female reproductive system, how is it going to produce a male sperm? Because it is male, right? It comes from the male counterpart. Okay. And now another very important reason why we need to know about all of these things is because the size of the human population. Because as we already know, yes, that Earth has everything for everybody's need, but not for everybody's greed, as Mahatma Gandhi had rightly said, right? And today when we look at the population, the size, what do we see? It is the population size is making impossible for every one of us to live the same kind of life. The standard of living is going down. Why? Because everybody cannot get everything that they deserve. There is an inequality in the society. Why? Because the size of the population. Yes. So all of these things are very important to take care, to remember when you grow up and when you're making decisions of your own. Is that clear? Understood? Hi Yadav official, you will study that in 10th standard. And if you're already in 10th standard, so we have done a session on sexual reproduction in human beings, you can check that out. Okay? So do we have any doubts still here? You can put them in the question section, in the live chat section, or in the comment section whenever you see the session. Okay? And now, if you like the session, if you want more of it, yes, every day, so you can join me on the Unacademy app. That is absolutely correct. Where free live classes and plus classes and iconic classes happen all the time, right? So you can ace your final examinations with Unacademy Plus. And you can get up to 10% discount using the code BBLIVE10. Yes, which is only applicable till 28th of February. That is till tomorrow. Yes, if you want 10% discount on your subscription, go and use the code BBLIVE10 right now. And do not forget to give this video a big fat thumbs up and also share it with your friends who need to know. Exams are coming, revision na. And also when you're revising, how many of you face this? Like, जैसे ही पढ़ने बैठे ना वैसे ही doubt कुछ नहीं आता. What am I going to do in my examinations? Well, no worries, because Unacademy has an amazing new feature, my personal favorite, and that is ask unlimited doubts and doubts at any time and anywhere. Exactly. You get your doubts answered in form of video solutions, which are what? Which are made by the top educators of Unacademy. Yes. How to do that? Go to your profile. There is an option Ask a Doubt. Click on it. It will ask you whether do you have an image already, or it will ask you to take a picture. So you can select any one of those, upload the picture. I know you might have many doubts, but don't put them all at once. You're giving programs some difficulty. You can give all the doubts, but not in once. Crop one doubt each and then send. Select the subject it is from, mathematics, physics, or chemistry, and voila, the application will have a solution for you. And if it does not, you will get your solution within 1.5 hours. That is absolutely crazily fast. Okay? And if you are planning to join Unacademy, these are some amazing features of Unacademy, and that is, well, sit wherever you are, in the house, outside, in your balcony, on the terrace, wherever you wish to, because you can learn from the comfort of your houses. You have unlimited access to any course that you wish to join, you wish to see, and you want to crack it. Yes. And also, all the study material is available to you in the form of PPT. Exactly. You have practice tests, you have live test series, everything to make you the best out there. Every Monday, there are new batches which are released according to what you need, according to your needs, your exams, your schedule. Yes. So if you are planning for it, this is the schedule for Unacademy subscription. For the most wanted, the one which everybody goes for, is 12 months. That is 15,000 if you use the code BBLIVE10, you are going to get a 10% discount. Okay? So, and I also told you that we have iconic subscription wherein you have your own personal mentor. So if you have any doubt, that person is going to help you through and through. Yes, your doubts are going to be solved within 48 hours. You are also going to receive your own weekly report. Your parents are going to be kept in the loop about how you're doing. And also, you have your own study planner. So whenever you open your books, you're not confused. What am I supposed to do? No, that is not going to happen. You just have to sit and study, and all the rest things will be taken care by Unacademy. Yes. So for 12 months, again, as I said, the most wanted one is 38,000, and if you use the code BBLIVE10, you are going to get a 10% discount. Okay? So what are you waiting for? Use the code BBLIVE and gain 10% discount. So download the Unacademy app right now and try all of these amazing features for free, and then decide for your own self. Okay? And most importantly, download, because it is exam season and we have so many doubts piling up in our brains that we are like,
Let's crack it.
Unacademy. Let's crack it.
There are no silly questions, and we thrive on answering all your doubts. While dedicated doubt-solving live classes are a part of every course, we also have the Ask a Doubt feature for quick resolution of doubts even after your live classes. Just click on Ask a Doubt, type your question or click a picture of your doubt, highlight one specific question, choose the subject that the question falls under, and share it with your educator. Let's crack it.
thank you everybody, this is it for today's session. I hope you enjoyed it. Yes, CBSE class 9, I'll see you tomorrow over here at 6:15. And if you're going to school, please wear your mask, because prevention is always better than cure. And take care of yourself. Bye bye. And do not forget to give this video a big fat thumbs up, okay? And share with your friends, whoever are in need of last minute revision. Bye bye.